Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome back to class 10th, chapter number 1 tutorials. Today we are going to finish or complete the resignation of Musharraf and the Zardari time period, or you may say election of 2008 and Pakistan People's Party government of 2008 that lasted till 2013. This government is commonly known as the Zardari era. The People's Party government, led by Asif Ali Zardari, took power in 2008 after the end of Musharraf's military rule. This period is marked by the transition of democracy but also faced significant challenges and controversies. The resignation of Musharraf in 2008 paved the way for democratic government of Pakistan People's Party. Restoration of judiciary was also done. One of the early actions of Pakistan People's Party was the restoration of the judicial system, and which was dismissed by Musharraf in the beginning. 2008 elections, general elections were conducted in 2008, leading to the formation of the coalition government in the National Assembly. Some of the controversial activities of or the rules of the Zardari's presidency. Zardari's presidency was marked by allegations of corruption. Zardari's past history of corruption cases and his perceived lack of political experience, as well as decisions such as the imposition of the controversial National Reconciliation Ordinance, that is the NRO. All these actions eroded the public confidence in the government. Dear students, as the Zardari government time period started, there were enormous challenges in the economic sector for the public to face, and all the burden was taken by the public. Number one was the inflation, that's the rising prices, particularly of the food and fuel items, significant strain on the Pakistani economy during the Zardari time period. Next is the debt crisis, that is in common language, there were loans on Pakistan government, and you must know and you must be knowing that all the loans are being paid by the public taxes. Government struggled to manage the country's mounting foreign and domestic debts. Next is the energy crisis, that in the Musharraf time period there was no energy shortage, and as soon as that time period completed and Zardari time period started, there was a challenge of energy crisis, chronic power outage, and a lack of investment in the energy sector was a great problem for the that was faced by the Zardari government. Now, Zardari appointed the PPP leader as the prime minister. Let's look at the prime minister section, that there were different prime ministers in the Zardari government. The prime minister elect of the Pakistan People's Party was Yusuf Raza Gilani. However, he could not complete his term. He was disqualified by the Supreme Court before the end of his term, and the National Assembly elected Raja Pervez Ashraf to replace him as the prime minister of Pakistan till the end of the government. Pakistan's People's Party completed 5 years term till the March 2013, and the 18th constitutional amendment was passed by Yusuf Raza Gilani. Under this amendment, many powers of the federal government like health, education, sports, social welfare, etc. were transferred to the provincial governments. Elections of foreign policy challenges of the Yusuf Raza Gilani government. Let's look at them. The Zardari government navigated a complex relationship with the United States and marked their tensions over the war in Afghanistan and issues of drone strikes in Pakistan. Next is the relations with India. Despite some attempts of improving the ties, tension were escalated with India, and they remained high, with the issues like Kashmir dispute and cross-border terrorism as well. Relation with Afghanistan government struggled to maintain and stable and cooperate relationships, but as the Taliban insurgency continued, continued in Pakistan and it posed a great challenge um, along the shared border of Pakistan and Afghanistan. Yes, students, many reforms were conducted in the time period as well, like educational reforms were conducted, health initiatives were taken, social welfare programs like the basic income support program were also conducted to in this time period to alleviate the people below the poverty line. Establishment of new schools were and universities was done. Medical services and the quality of medical services was also improved in this time period. Same as the previous democratic governments, there were a lot of allegations on the Zardari government as well, like corruption allegation. Like Zardari government faced the widespread allegations of the corruption, including the charges of nepotism and misuse of the public fund. Zardari also faced his allies also faced corruption charges. There were allegations along with the perception of poor governance as well. As we have covered already, that this time period was very significant as it marked the change from martial law government to the democratic system, but it faced a lot of challenges of inflation, debt, energy crisis, and also disturbed relations with US and India. Afterwards, there were two elections held in the history of Pakistan till today. 2013 is given in your book and 2018 is given in your book, but 2024 elections are not given. In 2013, PMLN won the election, but Nawaz Sharif, who was made the prime minister, could not complete his time period. In 2017, he was dismissed from the office in the Panama paper case. He was also given a 10-year sentence by the Accountability Court, and he was disqualified to hold any party office. Shahid Khaqan Abbasi was made the Prime Minister in his place, and in this way PMLN completed the tenure till 2018. After that, in 2018, the elections were reheld. PTI won the election with great majority and made the government, but they also could not complete their time period, and vote of no confidence removed the Prime Minister Imran Khan, and afterwards an interim government was made with which the elections were going to be held. And at this moment in 2024, the new government has also been elected with the elections held in Pakistan, and at this moment PMLN is again in office. I hope, my dear students, you have understood the topic. Let's meet again in another exciting video on the history of Pakistan.